Push the weight and no flex. Flex, the live is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker hot stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. Second day of the month. The year's already flying by, right? Let's make this new year productive. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Took the day off yesterday because I was up late. I said, let me just give it a rest January 1st. I continued to hang out with family, some friends, and but I saw my family grinding. So, you know, I'm always supporting. So let's make this year productive. Let's continue fighting the good, honest fight in this sport that doesn't love us back. But as long as we maintain integrity where we're at, we're unstoppable because time reveals all truth and the lie's nothing but a long way to the truth. And we're truth tellers. That's why we're not liked. That's why all the liars, deceivers, cheaters, double talkers, where they've left, they've always spun the block and found their way back around us somehow. And the year ain't waste no time, man. See, God is the ultimate truth teller. I had a situation yesterday. And I, you know, let me just park here for a moment. When you're a truth teller, evil won't leave you alone, because whatever choices a person has made, they got to sit with it. They got to sit with it. I'm going to say it one more time. They got to sit with it. And most times that bothers them. Instead of leaving in peace and saying, oh my gosh, you know what? I can't show my face here again. They want to get around us and sniff around. What are they up to? They're still around. They're still doing. Yeah, we're always going to do what we do because we're truth tellers. If we're not here telling the truth, that means you're going to be surrounded by all these lies, all these deceivers. And we don't have to call them out by name. We just look at the situation and say, hey, man, this is what I got. That's what this is about this morning. It's a lesson in selective outrage. And I tell all of these clowns, you might not like what I have to say about any situation in boxing, a promotion, a promoter, a manager, or a fighter. But I always say the same thing to everybody. Stop me when I'm lying. You might not like my tone. If you're part of the tone police, what did the Godfather Kevin Samuels say about grown men monitoring another grown man's tone? That is feminine. But stop me when I'm lying. You might not like the delivery, but tell me when I'm lying. You can't. And what happens is when people choose a side because it's therapeutic, the truth always comes out. But in my case, and let me tell everyone that's listening, in my case, if you burned a bridge with me, it's cool. Whatever the side you on that bridge, it's okay to stay over there. It's okay to stay over there. You got one time to show me your hand, and I'm going to believe you. I don't hate you. I just want you away from me, though. I hope y'all understand that, because they're listening right now. I hope y'all understand that. I hope I made myself very clear, because my actions sometimes have not been clear enough. Let's see. I don't call y'all. If we end up in a mutual a chat by default, I don't salute you. I don't say anything to you. Stay where you're at. It's okay. That's how I've conducted myself. And if I've left you alone in silence, don't make me be loud about it, because I can support my position in every way, shape, or form. Please leave me alone. Please do yourself that favor. If we cannot be friends, that's fine. You damn sure don't want to be my enemy. Don't do that. Stay on your side of the bridge you burnt. Don't sniff around me, and damn sure don't sniff around my family's chats, because I will thoroughly expose you. And I had to do that yesterday. Thoroughly. You don't like us, and I'm talking about me and my LDBC fam. You don't like us? Stop sniffing around our channels and what I call friends of the family. They claim they hate us. They go to these ops, and they always find themselves back around us. It's like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? But things get found out. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is how I've been moving. Let's do this roll call, because I want to get to this smoke. Eric Myers, Michael Fleming, Beezy, Rod Neal, Dion next up, Ern Jordan, Lamont, Steve Elder, Mac, Dow Big G, Vince Valborn, Shaquilla, DOG. Yeah, we're going to get into this, because nobody's talking about this but me. And that's okay. That's why I'm here. Don't worry about it. We're going to get it. Brother Reef, DP Rocker, Renzo, my brother Coach B. Hudson. We're going to get him over this stack this year. Let's do it by the spring. Let's get Coach Hudson over a stack. Let's get it. 4-ounce sniper. That's. Let me tell you something about Coach B. Coach B was cooking yesterday, and guess who shows up in his chat? Scrapbook Boxing shows up in his chat to salute him. Listen, man, there is no greater, I call it knighting. Knighting. There's no greater knighting that you can get than scrapbook boxing. I don't care who shows up to your chat. The person could have 1 million subs. Don't care. If scrapbook shows up, that is the ultimate compliment in boxing. As far as boxing talk on YouTube. If scrapbook can show up and pay you a compliment, that means everything. So the brother's knighted. Once scrapbook shows up, you're knighted. And there it is. If you haven't subscribed to Coach Hudson, do so. Condo, my brother, Eric Myers, early in that super chat, he said, let's start the year out right. Let's piss off Jerome and Miguel early, suckers. And I meant that literally. I don't say much, but I do support the grind. Yes, sir, Eric Myers, you've been around forever. Salute to you, good brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bernard Gilbert. Jose, what up? Tay, good morning. David Scott III, Detroit, BC in the building. Cali, what up, Cali? Star City J, good to see you. Nada 86, salute to you in that super chat. Much love. He says, salute, Drew, and salute to the mighty LDBC. Salute to you, good brother. Young Abel in the building. That's right. scrapbook showed up. I was like, oh, there he is. Yep, there it is. So our brothers knighted. Here we go. So now, let's get to the smoke. True Boxing Night. Salute to you, good brother. Happy New Year. My brother IROC in the building. Salute. Let's get to this smoke. A lot of y'all don't, well, y'all know. If y'all in my chat, y'all know what I'm doing here with this meme. World Constrictor Salute, because you watch my content. Most of these, we go through this every like 3 years or so when a fighter catches heat and they're making waves. And you'll have people that actually are interested in talking boxing. And then you have people who protect the fighter unconditionally to a degree where you can't criticize them. Now, people will say, oh, well, you guys do that with Devin Haney. You guys did that with Deontay. You guys did that with Errol. Well, here's the difference. Those names that I mentioned was actually out there doing the work. And when you're actually doing the work, well, first of all, you don't have to protect the fighter that's doing the work. You don't have to, because the work speaks for itself. What I do is point out the unfair treatment of that fighter. Like, wait a minute, this fighter's doing A, B, C, D, E, and F. And he's trying to get to his contemporaries. And his contemporaries, they're the ones that are not complying with making the fight. So what are we talking about here? And it escalates from there. Then when that fan base, in justification of a fighter that they love, when they start talking about contracts and A side, B side, and stuff like that, that's when people start making a channel out of defending which you're not supposed to be defending. It's a defense. It's like, wait, hold on. This fighter here is ready. This fighter here is ready. Why are they not fighting? Okay, this fighter makes more money. He's worth more. Sells more seats. Okay, fine, got it. This fighter, either he's willing to do it or he's not. What are we talking about? And then that's when you have these super panels, these crazy debates with 1,001 people screaming at each other. It starts out about the fighter, but then 20 minutes into the conversation is F you, pull up, I'll shoot you, and blah, blah, gang signs, blood, crip, nieta, Latin King, everybody's gang banging. It always turns into that. It always turns into that. But let's stick to the facts. That's why we defend certain fighters. We defend their integrity. We don't let the integrity get lost into fanboyism. Stop me when I'm lying. For Deontay, we was talking about a unification bout for Undisputed, and I kept seeing panels about his skinny legs. Huh? What? What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, you don't find him attractive. You're more of an AJ kind of guy. You like thick legs. You like the deeper cuts in the abs. You like that stuff. I get it. You like a lighter skinned black man. I get it. With respect to your sexuality, all I want is the fight. With respect to how you get down, all I want is the fight. We couldn't even get that. And you wonder why I sling around the F word so much. Because that's how you grown men behave. Y'all ever wonder why I fling that around so much? Because that's how y'all behave. I'm talking about the fight. Y'all talking about abs and gum shields in the cover of GQ magazine. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait. I'm talking about the fight. What are you on? We're having two different conversations. Del Riv, salute. We're having two different conversations. These are fighters. Stop protecting them. Their job is to fight. And when it gets to the point where we see that the fighters not doing what they said they're going to do for a living, then I don't know what to tell you. Abdul, what up? I don't know what to tell you. If they're not doing their job and you content with them, that is sad. But don't nobody want to talk about what I'm talking about this morning. Jalen Hudson, salute. Selective outrage. That's just what it is. Selective outrage. I shouldn't have to define that to you. We're all adults. Carter Worldwide, salute. Louis Hinton, salute. We're all adults. We know what selective outrage is. This is a reminder. This isn't the first time I've done a type of show like this. Selective outrage. You see Victor Conte there? Rest his soul, because the man has passed on. Flat Out TV, salute. Is he a saint? No. Y'all don't know about Balco? Y'all don't know about that. That was a big thing. That was a real big thing. And he got caught up. Matter of fact, I think it's on Netflix. The whole documentary is on Netflix. He did the crime. He did his time. When he got out of prison, he got right back into the supplement, the vitamins and supplement companies and into that industry. That's what he did. That's what he did. And he became a major op to the people who were overseeing the drug administration as it pertains to sports. Yeah, Callie, it was. We knew about it here on the East, but I know on the West Coast, that was huge. That was a big deal. Barry Bonds, Sugar Shane Mosley. It was a big, big deal. It was a big deal. He did the crime. He did his time. And if you remember, or if you don't know, look it up. Look up Balco. It's on Netflix somewhere. I watched it. It's on Netflix. I was like, damn, this dude went digging through garbage and he found something, and then one thing led to another thing, went right back to Victor Conte, and Shane Mosley's doing interviews talking about cream in the clear, and Barry Bonds got caught up. It was a big thing. A lot of you Johnny-come-latelys don't know about that. Y'all don't even know why y'all hate Victor Conte. Y'all hate him for the wrong reasons. Yeah, Cavs, exactly. They're still mad at Babe Ruth fans are mad at Barry Bonds. So what? Y'all don't know. Y'all just hating Victor Conte because there's something called a bandwagon of hate, and y'all are not educated. I understand, but I got you right this morning. It's okay. I'm telling you that he was guilty, and he was prosecuted to the extent of the law, the fullest extent of the law. What did you want him to? You wanted him to get life in prison? No, he was prosecuted, tried, convicted to the fullest extent of the law. He did time, got out, and he became a certified, what do these kids call it today? A snitch. So when he came out, he has to walk a straight and narrow line, because where do you think he's going if his name pops up dirty again? This time he's going in for over a decade. But here's the thing, when he got out and he started the snack, well, actually, snack been around for a while, right? I don't want to get into the history of that, but I noticed he had got, we learned that he was involved in professional athletes in the snack program. And Years ago, Drew did a live about that. Do y'all remember? Y'all remember what the live was? Let me go to my channel and I'm gonna put in snack. Let me put in Victor Conti rather. Okay. April 5th of 2022. Victor Conti versus the PBC. That's a video I did. It's about 12 minutes long. And I said Victor Conti accuses PBC fighters secretive about drug testing. Y'all remember I did that video? Because that was around the time everybody was talking about Errol Spence nipples and everything. And he was alleging, exactly, Shamar. He was alleging that fighters what happened was it was fighters allegedly being fugazi about drug testing, and they so happened to be all over on the PBC. Bob, salute. And I said, well, that's strange. You know, Al Heyman, black advisor, he's killing shit right now, and Errol Spence on top of the world. And I'm like, wow, what is this fascination with PBC fighters? So I was asking the question because it looks fugazi to me. I ain't like that. I was like, hold on now, Vic. Then I did a whole live later on in the month, April 26th of 2022. Victor Conti, trust him or not? Trust him or not? Do y'all remember that? Everybody loves to say what I do and what I don't do. Do y'all remember that? Oh, you always talk about this guy. You always say, no. Because when I talk about things like this, you're not around. I gotta put your favorite fighter's name in the title, fit to go into the algorithm, and then these unfamiliars show up and then they want to fight with me. Oh, he ain't do that, or you ain't do that, or you ain't like that. And man, shut up. Where are you when I'm talking about this? And I asked the public, hey man, y'all cool with Victor Conti being in boxing? I don't care if he works in hockey or baseball. I don't watch those sports like I watch boxing. I said, Victor Conti, trust him or not? That's the name of the video. That's the name of the live stream. And I said, Victor Conti has been vocal lately. I wonder why. Do y'all trust him or not? Hey, y'all were cool with it. Then in 2023, the Balco case and Victor Conti controversy, Netflix documentary review. I did that in August of 2023. And I said, let's talk about some things. And I have a picture of Victor Conti and who's sitting next to him, Bud and Devin. I did that on purpose. So he's around. Nobody gave a shit. Yeah, the public has spoken, and nobody cares. Until Devin starts performing. Until Devin starts winning. Until Bud starts kicking Canelo's ass all over the ring. And now that same picture I used with them sitting on the right and left side of Victor Conti, now everybody's mad at Snack. Snack bad. Jermaine Jubilee, salute, brother. Snack bad. Meanwhile, at the Reynoso gym. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Y'all remember Super Friends? Jeff Sparks, salute. Happy New Year. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, the Reynoso gym. Needles all in their ass. Cocaine all over you hit the bag and cocaine dust flies off of it. Yeah, Snack bad. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, Reynoso gym. Mr. Ishmael, salute. Happy New Year. Victor Conti. We talk about Ryan Garcia and Osterine and missing weight and all this other shit. Steve-O, what up? My brother LaRon in the building. Broken Traditions, man. Go subscribe to my brother LaRon. Broken Traditions podcast, man. Salute to you, good brother. Happy New Year. We have people that are openly getting caught juicing. Subadel Matias, I don't care what level that is. Listen, if I take a drug test right now, I'm passing it. Why? Because I'm not on drugs. K-Rod, salute. I'm not on drugs. That's how it works. Kamara, step and razor, salute. That's just how it works. Why are foreign substances found in these fighters? What are we talking about? K-Rod, salute. Freedom's March. Big Joe Townsend, salute. What are we talking about? There shouldn't be cocaine in your system because you shouldn't be doing it. See? I don't care what allowable levels of Osterine or anything. If it's on the ban list, if they say, oh, you only allow 0.1% of it, nandrolone, testosterone, Adderall, guess what? I'm not on any of that. So don't worry. Don't worry. There ain't gonna be no oops. They ask, yo, what are you on? You on blood pressure medication? I'm on that. I take 1 pill a day here. That's all I'm putting on the paper. All that other stuff, nandrolone, testosterone, fubolone, and hydrocodone, or whatever the hell it is, I'm not on that stuff. So don't worry about it. PGA, salute. You're not going to find that in my system. What supplements are you take? I'm going to write it down. This one I'm taking. This, and this. That's it. That's it. How you have Osterine in your system at any level? For what? What are you doing? And every time we speak up on things, we talk about the fairness of the sport. Y'all start talking about Victor Mother effing Conti and Snack. Well, Snack is still on the market. I often ask y'all, how many fighters pop dirty because of the Snack product? Listen to the question. How many fighters pop dirty because of the Snack product? Now I already did the work for you. It's right here in the meme. The answer is 0. Now, how many fighters pop dirty that used Snack? I have the faces right here in the meme. We're going to go through it. William Monroe, Luis Ortiz, Andre Berto, Michelle Rivera, and Shane Mosley Jr. They all popped. Were they on Snack? Yes. Was it because of Snack? No. Want me to make it simple for the numbskulls in the back that are watching? That's like your boy comes to your he comes to your crib. Oh, wait, hold on. I got the perfect analogy for you, and this really happened. This really happened. I swear to God, this happened. Pete. Oh, this is bad. So, a friend of mine, right, went to, we all mutual friends, right? So he went to my boy. He says, yo, my whip is in the shop, and I'm about to go see this girl. Yo, can I borrow your whip just for the night? So my man goes, yo, sure, man. Threw him the keys, It's like, all right, I need to go do something, whatever. We like that. You know what I'm saying? Here, take the registration. Go ahead, have a good time. We grown. He give him the keys. He goes out on his date. He comes back. He parks it at the crib on his driveway, right? Calls an Uber, goes back home, right? Put the keys into the mail slot. And he left. About a week later, my boy calls me up. He says, yo, you never guess what the hell just happened, man. I said, what? He said, yo, man, my wife takes the truck, goes shopping, right? He said, I'm sitting in the crib, you know, playing a video game. You know, the kids are just running around the house. She comes right back, puts the Jeep in reverse, backs it up. He said he looked out the window. He thought she was going to run the damn thing in reverse through the damn crib. And he thought something. He said, obviously there's something wrong. He's like, what the fuck? Was she meant to use the bathroom before she leave? She's bumbling the keys to get in the front door, drops him on the floor. So he runs to the door. He says, yo, what happened? And she grabs him by the neck and he pulls him outside and closes the door. Holds up an empty condom wrapper. What the F is this? And he's looking at it like, what? He said, what? Don't play with me, nigga. What is this doing in the car? Don't play no fucking games. You know, I don't do no online games. What is this? He's like, hold on. Nah. The kids start coming to the door. They trying to open the door. He's pulling the door closed. He's like, nah, wait, whoa. He said, yo, I'm not saying no names. I let so-and-so hold the truck a few days ago, you know, and that had to be him. You know, likely story, right? It was a mess. He had to call his boy, well, our boy, and put him on speaker. He was like, yo, how'd that date go the other day? Oh yeah, yo, it went good. But yo, man, shorty let me beat in the car, man. Yo, I meant to tell you, man, but you know, I cleaned up because he got leather seats. I cleaned up. He done took a shorty and backseated her in his Jeep and just parked the shit and then left the condom wrapper like on the floor somewhere. He's like, yo, I thought I threw it out. He said, you on speaker. I'm gonna let my wife listen to you because guess who found it? Oh, yo, I'm so sorry. Oh, bro, listen, man. He said, I dead ass didn't do anything, man. He said, yo, can you imagine? I said, bro, okay. You know, he had to deal with an attitude for a few days because, you know, likely story. But that's what this is like. It's completely relatable. Y'all be worried about the wrong shit. Now look. Snack is a clean product. I know y'all hate it. I know that's your last line of defense when you want to talk down on Devin and Bud. And I know y'all just mad at Bud because, you know, he's getting out the game unscathed. You know, no brain trauma, hundreds of millions of dollars. And on the way out, he beat the shit out of Canelo. 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 And y'all are mad at that. Eat that, man. It's okay. Eat that. It's all right. It's all right. Y'all tried to get Bud. Y'all tried to say, oh, man, go down to 160, do the same thing. There's a guy down there named Janabek. Yeah. You see how God works? What happened with Janabek? Ain't take long, right? He popped dirty. Was he on snack? No. So I asked y'all, name the fighters that popped dirty while on the snack product because of the snack product. And y'all didn't have no names. I gave y'all one. But now I got y'all 5. These were snack athletes, but they didn't pop dirty because of the snack. the exact drug that they had in their system was a testosterone booster, a diuretic, nandrolone, hydrochlorothiazide, and an Adderall. And I just gave it the damn names. Snack was never under investigation. Snack is the investigation. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And y'all mad. Y'all are mad. Y'all go from, oh, this fighter's not on drugs, and then when it's proven that he's on drugs, then y'all say weird shit like, the drugs don't matter because it's skills that pay the bills. A lot of steroid users lost. Yeah, but a lot of steroid users have won. All this smoke for Victor Conte. Look at all the snack athletes that are not black. Right? Yeah, I have no smoke for the Reynoso gym. But let me get a little deeper. Who is Usman Sajjad? Do y'all even know who that is? I put him in a meme, and y'all don't pay attention. He's the real juice man. Oh yeah. Remember the Kool-Aid man crashing through the wall? Oh yeah. Dr. Usman Sajjad. He ain't do a minute behind bars. Who are these three fighters here? Conor Benn, Tyson Fury, Dennis McCann. Y'all know who that is? Those are three fighters that popped while working with Dr. Sajjad. And they popped heavily while working with Dr. Sajjad. And y'all haven't said a mother skunting thing. Thank you, Hassan. Dr. Usman is what they claim Victor Conte is today. Well, what he was. Del Spoolie, salute. Here's what I'll say. At least Victor Conte was tried and convicted for his situation. Dr. Usman? Nah. No. Do y'all want to do y'all research on Dr. Sajjad? When Conor Benn popped so bad that the UK didn't even want him fighting on his own soil, he was working with Dr. Sajjad, man. When Tyson Fury and his cousin, Huggy Fury, when they popped so bad that they got suspended, they were working with Dr. Uzi. Y'all want to talk about that? Dennis McCann. Y'all probably don't even know who the fuck he is. He's another boxer. He popped while working with Dr. Usman. Y'all want to talk about that? Oh, I see, because it's not popping, right? Right. Just like y'all didn't want to talk about Daniel Kinahan. Y'all didn't even know who the fuck that was until you came here. And what do I have to say? Stop me when I'm lying. You don't have to like what I have to say. You don't have to listen either. But I always ask you, stop me when I'm lying. If there's something I'm sure about, I will tell you. Hey, this is the word, but I'm not sure. Hey, I'm hearing this, but I haven't researched it yet. This is what's being said, but I haven't looked it up yet. I tell you that. When I'm sure about something, I tell you. I mentioned Daniel Kinahan. Y'all said, oh, no, I don't believe that. And then when everything started coming out, then it goes from I don't believe that to it still doesn't matter. That's not why Deontay lost. He lost because he throws windmill punches, you see? Now y'all want to move the goalposts in all directions. Meanwhile, we've all around Sean, salute, man. Happy New Year, brother. Meanwhile, we've seen Tyson Fury fight 3 times in Saudi, and we know he was not on drugs. And how'd he look? Well, the taunting in the ring was up to par. Remember, he was fighting Usyk, and he's doing all this taunting and waving his tongue and wagging his tongue. I don't know, that wins rounds to y'all clowns. And in the first fight, Usyk almost knocked his ass out. I'm like, oh, look at that. I ain't see that coming. Beat him twice. Beat him twice. But prior to that, he gets to the ring with a Francis Ngannou. And not only he almost lost that fight, but he got knocked on his ass. I'm like, what is going on here? Ngannou's not a world-class boxer. He's a world-class MMA fighter. He will kick your shit in. But I said, boxing, nah, he's fighting Tyson Fury. This is the worst possible scenario for Francis. And he almost won. And I'm like, wait, man, am I bugging? Is he a world-class fighter? Got in the ring with AJ and in 2 rounds got slept. I said, nope, he's not. He's not a world-class boxer. And there's no disrespect, but AJ showed you he's not a world-class boxer. He can box, but not on a world-class level. He showed you in 2 rounds. Now, how the fuck AJ get rid of Ngannou in 2 rounds? And Fury almost lost to him. I said, you know what? He wasn't on that shit. And then he got in the ring with an even smaller Alexander Usyk. And got out boxing, almost got knocked out. I said, he's not on that shit. You can't do that in Saudi. Y'all still want to talk to me about Deontay Wilder and that feud there? Yeah, well, look, time reveals all truth. If y'all didn't know what y'all was looking at, I don't know what to tell you. Gerard Harlem in the building. Mac of the South, salute. I don't know what to tell you. I know what I saw. You believe what you want to believe. You can believe what you want to believe. 6'9" or whatever they say he is, almost 300 pounds, and Usyk was beating the shit out of him and had DOG had him on a back foot. I'm like, yo, man, if y'all don't know what you're looking at right now, when we told y'all leading up to the 3rd fight, this guy caught COVID and nobody in the camp knew what he was talking about, and then he left the country because of his sick daughter. We was in the middle of the pandemic, where we was coming off of the pandemic. Ratchet, salute. And he's getting on planes and, oh, my daughter's sick. My daughter's sick. Bullshit. You got COVID and you flying back to the UK to see your sick daughter? And y'all bought it. And then he's on fight night, he's getting injections in his elbow? What? And y'all dealt with that. Y'all put up with that. We're pointing out the obvious discrepancies, and all y'all kept saying was, oh, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's skills that pay the bills. It don't matter. If it don't matter, how come all the Reynoso gym popped dirty? Yeah, Bernard. The 4th round, the fight was over. How he got up? Drugs. Nothing mattered, right? We're pointing out the discrepancies, but it didn't matter. Okay, man. Y'all go ahead with that nonsense. All right. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm cool. Y'all go ahead. This drug don't matter. That drug don't matter. But you're finding it. I'm not even going to say you're finding it in your favorite fighter, but you're finding it in the fighter that is opposing a fighter that you hate. Drugs don't matter, but every time I turned around, somebody popping for something. We're still waiting on Dillian White's B sample. You thought I forgot about that? I'm never letting that go. Where's the B sample? What are we doing? Where is the B sample? Where is it? Clowns. You guys are ridiculous. Clowns. Victor Conte, Victor Conte, Victor Conte. Dr. Usman, Dr. Usman, Dr. Usman. Legitimately the juice man. Conor Ben, Dr. Usman. Tyson Fury, Dr. Usman. Dennis McCann, Dr. Usman. And yes, there are articles on him. People calling for him to step down or whatever he's doing. But he's posted up all online with pictures of him and Tyson Fury and all kinds of athletes over there. And y'all say nothing. Victor Conte, Victor Conte. Eddie Reynoso, Eddie Reynoso. How about that? Because none of those fighters was on snack. Oh, I'm sorry. Ryan was. But when he popped for Osterine, was he a snack fighter? No. Was it because of the snack product? No. He gave you the products he was on and he lied on them. Perfect Amino, Super Carb, and then put Osterine in the product and sent it to the third party drug testing agency. They said, yeah, there's Osterine in the product. And you remember how Taco Head ran over there and said, hey, look, with all of his eyes out of his head, press one if you stole it looking ass. I told you, the hair follicle test is going to exonerate Ryan Garcia. Chicken on the breath looking ass. Oh, see, I told you. There was Osterine in the product he was taking. And then the company said, yeah, but when we got the canisters, they were already opened. So it was a nothing bomb. It was a nothing bomb. So, hey. Did any of those fools retract those false statements that they made on their channels? Did anybody do that? When have you seen anybody that they're just like the athletes that they try to protect? How many athletes apologize after getting caught? How many of them? No, they always say, hey, man, I was taking this and I was taking that. I didn't know this was in there. I don't know what you're talking about. How many athletes literally say, yo, you know what? I'm sorry. I know of one. And that was Jarrell Miller. And we didn't see him in the ring for like 2 years. Outside of that, how many athletes? They always have an excuse, don't they? They always have an excuse. Isn't that something? Always have, stop me when I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. I know the D watchers are watching. Just go ahead in the chat. Tell me I'm lying. And I want you to prove it. And then I want you to tell me about Dr. Usman. These is real facts, Tank Davis voice. These is real facts. You start talking about Ryan Garcia and his open drug habit. He's now open about it. And I'm like, I told you there's something wrong with this kid. Now he's on shrooms. Oh, he could say the word nigga because he's on shrooms. And I'm sitting there looking at the media like, yo, y'all not gonna. All right, man. I'm not going to interject because I wanted him to talk. I wanted y'all to hear it. So Ryan did all of that with no backlash. And he's getting awarded with a title fight right now. Actually, the mind fuck behind that, Delano, salute. The mind fuck behind that is, I honestly believe that Turkey has put him in a position where he's comfortable. The opportunity is right. The money's right. Just fight Devin. And we all know what's going to happen when he fights Devin on a clean playing field. We all know what's going to happen. He's going to get fucked up badly. Devin's going to beat the shit out of him. Yo, I don't know, Drew, because that first fight, he was about 180 pounds and he was juiced up. Well, I don't know. I do know, because I watched that Rolly Romero fight, and y'all were confused. I wasn't. I said, look at that. You see that? Look at that. You see that right there? He's a clean fighter tonight. And he can't outbox Rolly Romero. Okay? That wasn't ring rust. Hey, now watch this. You still disagree? Make the fight. Uh-oh. Nah, his hand hurt. His hand's broken. Wow. Ain't that right? He ain't want no smoke. You see, 2025 ain't played with y'all, and 2026 is gonna be worse for y'all. That's why I'm seeing all y'all niggas pop up in other comment sections now. I'm like, wow, where this nigga been? Now you coming back around smelling all nuts. Because where you went, because it was therapeutic, wasn't therapy. You went over there because it felt good. Now the games is over. The truth is out. I know you hate Devin. I know you hate Bud. I know you hate Errol. I know you hate whatever fighter that the LDBC supports. I know you hate it. But the truth is out there now. Now you can't do anything or say anything about it. The truth is here. And it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be so much worse for y'all. And it don't have to be. Because while I'm talking boxing, y'all are talking about other things. I'm not a fanatic of no fighter. I love the sport. And when I'm pointing out a fact about a fighter, you deem it as hate. It's not hate. It's like I said, stop me when I'm lying. Don't talk to me about no Victor Conti when the Reynoso gym has all popped. Don't talk to me about Victor Conti when you got Dr. Usman Sajjad and all the fighters that you know that he's worked with have popped. Well, the popular ones, they've popped under his care, under his guidance. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Dr. Usman Sajjad, Google it and come back and say, Drew, you're wrong about him. I dare you. All this defending for Ryan Garcia. And I asked him, hold on, do y'all want a clean sport? Yes or no? That's where you take the conversation. It shouldn't be a yeah, but. It's either you do or you don't. Okay, so if you want a clean sport, why are you okay with him juicing? Oh, it was only a little bit. Bullshit, it's not supposed to be in there. If you're a CDL driver and you go for your physical and they piss test you and they come back and say, hey, man, there was traces of cocaine in your urine. What are you going to do? Oh, it's only a billionth of a gram. Bro, it's not supposed to be in there at all. Hey, dumbasses. You kiss your girl in the mouth and it has a faulty taste in it. In other words, you just got snowballed and you didn't know it because an hour prior, before she came home, she got throated by her side dude in the mall because she just couldn't wait. And then you come home and she snowballs you. You're like, what is this? Is that a hair in your mouth? What's that taste? What? Ew. Bitch, what you been doing? It was just a billionth of a gram of those tiny sailors right in between her back tooth. It was just a billionth of a gram. Are we going off of the billionth of a gram or are we going off of principle? That is your woman. She's not supposed to be doing that. She's not supposed to be doing that, right? It's against the rules of your relationship, right? Right. When I put it in those terms, it hits home a little more to some of you niggas, right? Right. Brandon in that super chat salute. He said, I told people that Fury was never that good. Wilder was so terrible at boxing, yet Fury had to have those fights fixed for him to win. Shaking my head. He's a bum. Yeah, he's been a bum. He's been a bum. Tim Harmon, salute. Ghost of Mac. You talk, okay, what do you say? You want my attention, Ghost of Matt? You want my attention, Ghost of Matt? Well, watch this. Nope. See how that works, y'all? See, when you're a content creator, your block game has to be thorough. Your block game has to be thorough. Thorough. You know how you handle them? Watch this. It's July. It's new Fat Boy. Salute. Eric O. Salute. It's all right. Watch this. This is how you get this is how I get all the haters. Watch this. I am 6'2", 230 because of holidays. You know, I ate a lot. 230 pounds with a 6-pack and a 9-inch penis. I have hit the jackpot in the genetics department. Yeah, I drive a bus. I work for New York Transit, and I make 6 figures. I work for mine. There's not a week that goes by, especially in the summertime, because I got the guns out. There's not a week that goes by while I'm at work where a woman shoots her shot, and she could be my age and fine looking, or in their 30s, or a young chick, the college student. Hey, Mr. Driver, go sit your ass down. Don't even. I'm trying to drive here. Go sit down. I told all those chicks, go sit down, go sit down, go sit down, go sit down. I've had chicks stay on the bus till I got to the end of my line. I had to ask if you married. I am. I don't see no ring. I just told you what I told you. Conversation should be over, right? They want the meanest penis. I get the trolls aggravated because you know why? The trolls know how I look. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. See, that hurts their feelings. You're calling out my line of work as if that's a flex. Yeah, it is a flex. My patches on my shirt says MTA, but when you look in the mirror, you know what it says? ATM. Because we get money. We do. We get money. Andrew 100, salute. HMC, salute. Adam, what's going on? You see? Now, right now, he's blocked and he's listening and he's mad. Stay mad. Make another account. Come back. Rub my balls. My brother Trill Will in the building. Salute. You see, I always get him mad when I hit him with truth. Because they're not 6'2". They can't do 50 push-ups every morning. They can't. They can't do 1,000 crunches in a day. They can't. They just fold their eyebrows. Main biker, salute. They fold their eyebrows. They get all mad. Because I'm telling the truth about their favorite fight. You know what? They're not even boxing fans. They're just mad at me. Because they go to my channel. Why this nigga jumping rope? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah. The average male is 5'8", 5'9". Now I've won in the genetics department. You know, it's crazy when you walk down the block and motherfuckers just randomly say, damn, nigga, who you played for? No. No. I exercise, I eat right. I just look like this. And they go to my goddamn channel and they looking at me do push-ups and pull-ups and jumping rope and shit. Nigga, I'm 50. I could pull your mom's, your auntie with the fat ass that drives the Lexus, or I could pull your sister if she legal. Yeah. Yes. So instead of trying to attack me, because that fails. Instead of trying to attack me, your thoughts on Dr. Usman, because that's what we're talking about. J-Man, salute. Your thoughts on Dr. Usman. That's what I'm talking about. And that's how, see, selective outrage. They're still talking about Victor Conte, but Eddie Reynoso and his entire gym is still functioning. They want to talk about Victor Conte, but Dr. Usman Shajad. They want to talk about Victor Conte and Bud and Devin as if they're the only fighters over there, but nobody talks about Dr. Usman. Virgil Ortiz over there, Bam Rodriguez over there. But all they see is Devin, right? Right. You guys are walking contradictions. And moving forward, I urge everyone, when someone tries to bring up Victor Conte in a negative light, just cough and say, Dr. Usman. They can be like, huh? Exactly. Yeah, you know, Victor Conte, Dr. Usman. What? What you saying? Nothing? I ain't saying nothing because you ain't saying nothing. Yeah, but I'm saying because, you know, Victor Conte about to Dr. Usman. Well, what is that? What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Who's Dr. Usman? Exactly. 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 Dr. Usman is the reason why Tyson and Huggy Fury popped dirty over there and got kicked out the country. He could only fight in America. And then he got kicked out of America and couldn't fight here because of his affiliation with Daniel fucking Kinahan. Derek Gaines, salute. Dapper Don, salute. Now let me ask y'all another question. How many times the worldwide leader in sports and ESPN mentioned Daniel Kinahan? Anyone? The man's still at large. $5 million bounty on his head. Waffle, salute. Has anybody ever mentioned him? The only people that mentioned him was us over here in the LDBC. Did Taco Hat ever mention him, by the way? I'm curious. No, you know why? Because, you know, he's rolling with DAZN now. He might end up in the Middle East somewhere, covering a boxing event. He can't have those Irish bullets flying at his big-ass eyes. His eyes already out of his skull. Can you imagine you put a gun in his face? Straight 3D. Oh, no, don't shoot. So, of course, he's not going to say nothing about no goddamn Daniel Kinahan. We the only people that said anything about that. And shout out to my brother Art Hostage. He came on these airwaves and he thoroughly educated us. Not one mention of him. Why that was important? Because he was the figurehead of MTK Global. When we was in Vegas, there was anybody that had an MTK Global shirt, all of them was Brits. The company's gone. Vince, what up? The company's gone. It's gone. And they had everybody over there. Josh Taylor got caught up in that crap. Was it Katie Taylor or Savannah Marshall? They got caught up in that. Mad fighters got caught up in that. Stop me when I'm lying. they can't fight. Fury can't fight here because his affiliate and his brother, because his affiliation with that guy. And at that time, it was Savannah Marshall. Thank you. At that time, he was the WBC champion. That's supposed to be big news because if Al Heyman was running the same type of racket, what do you think would happen? If the UK said, yo, man, Deontay, you can't come over here because we affiliated with Al Heyman and he's at large and he got a $5 million bounty and we can't, that would have been plastered everywhere. And everyone would be in our chat, you can't come to our country because of that. What are your thoughts about that? Cheerio. My British accent is ridiculously bad. But guess what? They'd be over here talking that shit. And you know what? Justifiably so. And I'm going to tell you something else. I wouldn't support a fighter that was rolling around in the mud with a person with that reputation. Why do you think I did a live a couple of years ago? Now you see, look, I don't want to do this. I want to do this. But again, stop me when I'm lying. We had a little situation yesterday. Somebody wanted to come around our channels and start sniffing dick like we forgot who he was. And I had to expose him. And he's an unconditional Bud fan. Now, I love Bud. I support Bud. And I'd rather not talk about the bad. But trust me, there was some bad. And there was no getting around it. And I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't speak on it. Y'all remember when Bud went to Dubai? Looking for a deal, exploring his options. Who did he go to Dubai to talk to? Put it in the chat. Who did he go to Dubai to talk to? He said Peppa Pig. Exactly. That's where I got it from, Andrew. That's actually where I got it from. The babies used to watch Peppa Pig. It's the funniest goddamn thing. Remember Peppa Pig had she had like a little baby sister and all she did was scream and cry? That was funny as hell. You know what else I used to watch? I used to watch Count Duckula. That was funny as hell. Thank you, Ratchet. Thank you, Del Rev. Daniel Kinahan. Bud went to Dubai. That's that famous video when he's in the ocean talking about, where you at, Earl? We looking for the big fish. Remember that? Yep. He was down there to talk to Daniel Kinahan. And I got on my platform and said, Bud, no, not him. Does he know who he is? Somebody hit up Bomac and say, nah, get the fuck out of there, man. No, you don't talk to that guy. Remember that picture that Bud has? He took with Tyson Fury? You remember that? You remember that? And I said, Bud, no. No, Bud, no. Not that. No. Remember that? Okay. Y'all might want to leave me the fuck alone about Bud. Because his shit wasn't perfect either. Let me celebrate what he's done. I love my brother. I love the fact he got out the game unscathed. I love the fact he put the beats on Canelo. Leave me alone, bro. I never had to lie on Bud. But he did that. He did that. He met with Daniel Kinahan. He did that. And by then, Daniel Kinahan was already on the run. By then, Fury already cheated Deontay. Please leave me alone. Because I don't have to lie on him. I don't have to lie on him at all. See that? Oh, no, Enoch, LeBron was here a little while ago. He was here a little while ago. I ain't got to lie on Bud. I'm saying that because I know a certain asshole's watching me. Stop me when I'm lying. Justify him going to talk to Daniel Kinahan. Justify him taking a picture with Tyson Fury. Justify that, please. Andrew Gray, salute. I dare you. Make that make sense. You can never say, hey, man, I ain't like that. He shouldn't have did that. I'm not that unconditional. No. I will hold someone's feet to the flames. I don't care who you are. If I don't like it, I'm going to let you know I don't like that shit. That was crazy. I ain't like that. That was crazy. What happened with that lawsuit? You were suing Bob Arum for racism, something that we told you he was on. But prior to that, when he killed the Manny fight, and we was like, yo, why you do that to Bud? Why you do that? Bud said, you don't know his heart. I think we do. That happened. Am I making that up? That happened. He's like, we don't know his heart. What are you talking about? We absolutely. What did Cameron Duncan say? The no black fighter rule. Bud was supposed to beat the shit out of Manny and have to take the baton from him. Instead, he killed the fight and sent Manny to goddamn Australia to lose to Jeff Horn, and then Bud gets the Jeff Horn fight? Why couldn't he get the Manny fight? Then turned around and said, I killed the Manny fight because I know how it ends, and Manny's such a nice guy. Then turned around and said, I've lost more money on Bud. I lost so much money, I could have bought a house in Beverly Hills. But you put your friendship and money ahead of Bud, who's supposed to not only carry the baton for Top Rank, but you cost him millions of dollars. And then when we called that out, you said, you don't know his heart? Yes, we do. Bud, what did he do? And then later on, you sued him for racism. I'm like, oh, well, that's more like it. That's what we said. And we fell under attack. You want me to prove it? How we fell under attack for defending Bud? Look at that. Crawford claims in a bombshell lawsuit that legendary boxing promoter Bob Arum's revolting racial bias hurt his career. That's in the New York Post. And this dude named Montero on Boxing on the Twitter, I'm not on Twitter. When did Bud join the LDBC? Isn't this the same guy who re-signed with Top Rank in the past and helped bring other black fighters over to the company? He's talking about Shakur. But wait, back up for a minute. Why is it that anything pro-black in boxing, they say it's LDBC? Didn't I tell you we moved the needle? And I'll tell Montero on Boxing, stop us when we're lying, though. Bud doesn't rep the LDBC at all. Bud has never done an interview with us. Bud, for the most part, keeps to himself. He just, these last 2 years, he's been talking the most. He ain't done not one interview over here. Bernie been on my live once. I've never spoken to Bud. In fact, the Errol Spence and Bud thing, that happened because of Black Fight Fan, LDBC. So when motherfuckers come up here, these Johnny come latelys, talking about, oh, what do y'all do? Yeah, exactly. Y'all have no clue. Y'all don't even have no clue why we exist. Yo, who to go? Why you asking me to unblock you? Why are you asking me to unblock you? Did I block you on my boxing channel? Yes or no? If myself or my wrenches blocked you on my boxing channel, you were blocked for a reason. So if you can explain to me why you was blocked, and I know who you are, if you can explain to me why you was blocked, then maybe we can get past it. But until then, please don't ask me not to unblock you. Why was you blocked on my boxing channel? What did you do? And be honest with me. What did you do? Let me continue with the show. But the reality is I don't like to talk about the bad side of Bud. I'd rather talk my brother up. And I can't even do that. Again, something happened on Coach Hudson's channel yesterday. And I'm like, yo, bro, what? And then I recognize homie like, yo, hold on, bro. You back around here sniffing dick? Oh, word, Shabazz? Yeah, this is, Miguel's on my nuts. You said you don't know, you just had a difference of opinion? No. You didn't get blocked for having a difference of opinion. You get blocked for being disrespectful. But I'll tell you what I don't tolerate. You don't talk Tyson Fury up on my channel, and you don't talk Ryan Garcia up on my channel. You come to my chat disrespecting anybody in my comment section, anybody in my chat, and disrespecting me. If you're coming up here and I'm talking about your favorite fighter, and I'm speaking truth on them, and you come in here saying, "Oh man, you're just a D-rider. You on Bill's payroll. You on Bomb Squad's payroll," and you come in like that, that's a nice way to get you blocked. So you got to give me something. Now, I don't see you on other channels. I saw you in Champside's channel. I don't go anywhere else. I don't go anywhere else. It's LDBC or nothing. And Champside is what we call a first cousin. Fucks with Champside. Baddest brand in the land. My brother got Super Bowl credentials. Who's doing that? I don't mind people being contrary. But you got to give me something. Dill Spoolie, salute. We always stand on business here. People just started watching boxing 2 years ago because they fall in love with a Tank Davis or something crazy like that. And then they find my material. What? Man, sit tight, Who the Goat. I'm multitasking here. Just sit tight. You on my other channel. That's good enough. Just sit tight. I'll work it out. I put Tank in the title of my live. And the Johnny come ladies will come over here and they think this is a type of situation where they could just say whatever the fuck they want to say in my chat. And it's like, I don't move like that. I'm saying what I'm saying for a reason. If you come into my show an hour into it, and I'm in the middle of a rant, better watch the show from the top of the hour. Now, Who to Go? My wretches aren't too aggressive. We just know what time it is over here. We know what time it is. Oh, Rolly says Montero on X is a wannabe white supremacist. Of course. But watch this. He knows who we are. You see what I'm saying, brother? He knows who we are. Ain't that funny? If he knows anything, he knows who the LDBC is. Isn't that something? If he knows anything, he knows that. If he knows anything, he knows that. And anything affiliated with why can't I see Rolly in the studio? That is weird. I got you. Hold on. They can tell us anything that we do. And then in the same voice, they insist that we don't move the needle. See, these guys, they get into this boxing talk on YouTube, and they just think the LDBC is some sort of gang or whatever. No, it's a community. We're a family. And we've been fighting this good fight for a long time now. A long time. The industry knows who we are. The industry knows who we are. That's all that's important. Oh, fights don't get made on YouTube. We almost made Gary Russell and Devin Haney. And we was coming out the pandemic when we almost did it. That's the truth. And by the way, if you're new here, it was Team Russell that said no to that fight. We were here. I was in the middle of it. We were here. Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, that rivalry started within the LDBC. Black Fight Fan drove up to the gym in Omaha and spoke to those people. And as a matter of fact, let me go a little bit deeper. Y'all remember writing emails to the IBF in reference to Bud to get his official shot? Y'all remember that? We went on years ago. Who remembers that? Y'all remember us writing emails to the IBF? It was the IBF, right? They were going to look past him. Bud almost wasn't undisputed at 140. Do you know that? Were y'all here for that? Oh, you Bud fans, y'all don't remember when we got on here and wrote letters on behalf of Bud Crawford because it was the right thing to do? That's why I tell y'all, don't play that black card with me. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. When I got country bumpkin yellow niggas. Yo, man, you know, when I got involved with the LDBC, man, y'all supported black fighters, man, and, you know, but now y'all turning on Tank, man. Like, yo, Tank ain't doing shit. Tank got all this food on the table he's not eating. Snoop, what up? That's all we talking about here. Man, go punch your cows in the fucking forehead, nigga. Do what you want to do, man. Get the fuck off my phone. Never speak to me again. What's the matter with the brothers breaking bread and making money? What's the matter with that? Selective outrage. Selective outrage. When your favorite fighter start getting his ass kicked, don't come around here no more. You good. When your favorite fighter starts calling you soft, lame, fuck you, and he says, don't come around here. That shit over, because we told you. Forget we told you, he told you. He don't fuck with you. Y'all talking about Victor Conti? Now, one time, y'all don't even know who the fuck Dr. Usman is. Why you always talking about Bud? Why was Bud over there with Daniel Kinahan? Why was Bud taking pictures with Tyson Fury? You want me to be a bigger douchebag about it? You know what? I'm not. I'm not. Bud is one of the GOATs, and I loved watching him. I done watched him beat the shit out of Canelo so many times. I'm not going to let y'all take me down that road because I know what I know. But what you got this morning with that Bud conversation, because these motherfuckers are so quick to tell us that we don't hold our own accountable, and that's not true. I was very, very critical of Bud, but not one time that I say, I hope he lose. Not one time that I say something like this. Not one time. Not one time. But Drew, car fire, yes. Because those motherfuckers tried to kill Deontay in the ring 3 times. And you motherfuckers, because you don't like Deontay, stood for it. I put the mirror up in front of you dumb niggas 100%. And y'all will not like what y'all see. Y'all won't like what you see. I'm telling you. Stop me when I'm lying. So from now on, I encourage everybody, whenever someone brings up Victor Conte, just say Dr. Usman's still alive. And then they're going to try and brush over like they didn't hear what you said. And then say it louder. Dr. Usman's still alive. And say it until they acknowledge. If they say, well, who's Dr. Usman? Just say you're unqualified to talk to me and end the conversation. Because you know what they can't do? They can't big up Dr. Usman at all. They can't say anything. Oh, well, Dr. Usman, he uses this and that. And then with the BBBFC, shut up. I know it's because of him, Conor Benn got kicked out the country for a while, as far as his boxing career is concerned. Dennis McCann, Tyson Fury, and his fucking fat ass cousin, Huggy Fury. That was all Dr. Usman. In fact, I'm sure when they postponed the Wilder Fury 3 and he went to the UK, I'm sure he hooked up with Dr. Usman then. And I still can't believe that this guy's a known cheater and y'all still just look past everything. Fuck y'all. I'm dead serious. He's the real juice man. I tell y'all all the time, find me the athlete that popped because of the snack product. And I disarmed you in this meme. There are only 5 snack athletes that pop. Well, actually 6. That used to be with snack that popped. I didn't put Ryan Garcia up there. Because there's pictures of him bouncing around with a snack shirt. He popped. Ostarine, testosterone booster, diuretics, nandrolone, hydrochloride, and Adderall. Had nothing to do with snack. Nice try. I can't fuck with me. You could try. You will win any kind of debate that you choose to have if you're speaking the truth. Always refer to the facts. Jay from round the way, salute. Will St. Clair, my brother. Yeah, Adderall, bro. That was Shane Mosley Jr. Adderall. I was bugging. Adderall. Dude's literally drinking jet engine fuel. Literally listening to Trump. Drink bleach and it'll kill the COVID. Absolutely, J man. It's an absolute pad. That's why it's on the ban list. But if we're gonna keep it simple. If you have any amount, Stormy, salute. If you have any amount of a ped, of a banned substance in your system, there's no excuse for that. We talked about the hand wraps in the Deontay Wilder situation, and people said that we're making excuses. But magically, after that happened, everyone started checking hand wraps. As a matter of fact, ask Oshaki Foster. Ask Oshaki Foster, what does he know about hand wraps? Because a little bit after that, I forgot the name of the Latin guy who was fighting, but they caught his ass trying to cheat him. Ask Michael Fox about skin gloves. And why I don't really fuck with the WBA. He petitioned, and they said, we've investigated ourselves, and we found ourselves, we didn't do any wrongdoing. I said, wow, that's wild work, man. That's wild work. Can't catch a break, can we? Can we? This is what these fools do. Damn. Just ignore everything, right? That's what we're going to do. You guys are something special, man. Something special. You guys are so one-sided. You are you become obsessed with trying to catch us in lies and doing things wrong, and y'all looking for that aha moment that y'all ignore what's right in front of your goddamn face. You want to talk about Victor Conte because you don't like Bud and you don't like Devin, right? Y'all ignore things like Dr. Usman. This is what you guys do. I've been saying this. I'm not the fucking athlete. Look at what's going on. Do you love boxing or not? Do you want to say sport? It's already dangerous. What's the matter with y'all? You hate me that much. You lose that much sleep over me that much. Forget about me. Investigate Dr. Usman. You love the sport, right? Investigate Dr. Usman. Do your own investigation. Look at what he's done. Look at all the fighters that pop under his care and were literally suspended. I'm not an AJ fan, but God damn it, I didn't want Big Baby Miller to kill him. He had like 4 different things. He had like 4 different things in his system. And when I met Jarrell, I told him to his face, I said, bro, what the fuck? He said, I know. And I said, bro, come on, man. We was rooting for you. That was your night. You saw what Andy did? That was supposed to be you. I know, but I'm going to get right. I was like, all right, cool. We dapped it up. We took a picture. That night, he sat next to Eddie Hearn. Oh, man, I want to come home. I saw that when I came home on the television. I said, oh, bro. And he didn't have a professional boxing fight for like 2 years after that. I don't care if he's from my city. I held him accountable. I don't fuck with AJ, but I didn't want him to die. Some of you knuckle draggers would be okay with it. Y'all were okay with what Fury did to Deontay? Where were y'all when we was doing all of that? We was fighting against that machine. Where were y'all? Then I don't put Canelo on the pound for pound list and people are up in arms. I don't care. I'm not putting cheaters on it. He's a cheater. No. Not putting him on there. Y'all want Victor Conte to be guilty. I had one old nigga with a hat. He did a video saying, oh, certain people, he would sneak this in the LDBC after he buddied up against us. He buddied up with us to build his platform, and I was showing him all kinds of love. He got obsessed with hating on Bill Haney, which was weird to me. You know why it was weird? Because I have direct access to Bill. And if there was something that you was confused about, I could have arranged for you and him to have a phone conversation. And y'all can come to an understanding. Isn't that what adults do? Come to an understanding? Isn't that what we do? But no, you know what he started doing? He started going to other places and doing his own video, talking about, oh, Bill Haney's a problem. I'm like, whoa, damn. You know I talked to the man. Let's have a conversation, man. Then he did another video saying, there's a need for certain groups for this kid Ryan Garcia to be wrong. He's not wrong, he just won. I was like, oh shit. Certain groups? Oh, the group that you buddied up with? I'm bigging you up, telling people to go subscribe to you? I put you on my platform? That's how you gonna talk? As soon as I landed in St. Martin, I got a phone call. And by the time I got back to New York, everything was true. Then it went from he didn't cheat, and it was VADA in New York State Athletic Commission's fault. And then once that was disproven, it was, oh, it was just a little bit, and it wasn't that much that it did anything. So now overlook it. So it went from him not cheating to, oh, he's cheating, but overlook it. And then you find out that he's a racist. And then that's when all these motherfuckers vanished. I didn't get an apology. I didn't get a, Drew, my bad. I didn't know he was like that. And most of these niggas was all pro Tank Davis fans. And that's what it was about. They didn't even like Ryan like that because Tank done beat him already. They were just celebrating because Devin was his contemporary. And that, my friends, is disgusting behavior. Because you know what I could say that they can't? I know when Tank got in there with Ryan, I was rooting for Tank for two reasons. First of all, I stand with my brothers when I thought he was a brother. Ain't nothing personal. Latins can stick with Latins. It's fine. It's fine. Root for your own. I'm not mad at that. It's okay. I ain't got to be like rude about it. I just stand with mines. And you're supposed to stand with yours. I get it. That's fine. We can all get a drink afterwards. I'm cool. But everything that Tank did leading up to that Ryan fight, Devin didn't do. And he paid the price for it. He almost paid with his life. Because it's boxing and it's like that. And that dude is a cheater. And I stood with Tank versus Ryan. I did. And the fact that you quote unquote blickety blacks didn't do the same when it came to Devin, and especially when you found out that Ryan was not only a cheater, but he was a damn racist, that tells me everything I need about you. First of all, a true man, a true adult could stand on their business, and if they're wrong about something, they can admit it. Yo, you know what? I was wrong about this. I was wrong about this kid. I was rooting for the kid. I don't fuck with Devin, but yo, man, God damn it. Nah, that right there. But y'all can't. An apology is above y'all head. Y'all don't want to admit when y'all wrong. And I'm so glad that situation happens. You see, God's not going to have you bear a cross that you can't carry. He's not. God don't put no work in front of you that he thinks you can't handle. Trust me. It's not. And what's really got y'all out your mind is that after all of that, y'all did the same thing I did to Deontay. Oh, he's done. He's done. He's done. He's done. He's done. You know what y'all really meant? He could still walk. He could still punch. Devin could still walk, punch, and outbox. Y'all wanted him to be done. Y'all wanted them to be done mentally. Mentally, y'all wanted him to be done. And y'all were wrong. Y'all wrong. Devin has done nothing but prove you wrong. Let me tell you something else. I'm calling it right now. Deontay's about to prove y'all wrong. If Usyk get in that ring with him, watch. Watch. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. If that fight gets signed, I already know what I'm going to expect. I already know what to expect in the chat. But I'm saying after that fight is over, be right back here. That term, God don't like ugly, right? Right. Y'all want these brothers to be done. Y'all can't take it. Victor Conte, well, actually, Dr. Usman is what you wanted Victor Conte to be. That ship has sailed. You want these fighters to be done. They're not done. What Deontay is a threat. Turki Al-Sheikh told you. Heavyweight division is that much more better with a black heavyweight champion. He said the quiet part out loud. And now you see why they did what they did to him. Especially after that to this day speech that he did. It ain't got nothing to do with skill. It's what he also represents. That's why they cut that brother down. To the point where they threw Fury in the mix and let him get away with what he got away with. And y'all celebrated that. So please don't talk to me about, don't ask me if am I black. Not when Ryan Garcia is a cheater and Tank knew he was a cheater. He knew it, which is why he put him through all that drug testing and dehydrated him and, you know, all of that weight shit he put on him. He did that. Devin is such a warrior, he didn't do all of that. And he paid the price. And now he's not doing anything for you motherfuckers ever again. Because it's not about you, it's about him. Every time I turn around, y'all trying to cut that brother down and it's failing. Oh, he's not even the main event. He was the highest paid on that card. What does it matter? And now y'all are in a position where y'all paying to see him lose. And that's not happening. Rolly's ducking. How many videos did your favorite YouTube, your therapeutic YouTube channels have spoken about that? No, you got one motherfucker talking about, I hope everybody ducks Devin. Because this one nigger, you want to question my blackness, but this one yellow nigger from Texas, K-Ho, is hoping that everybody of substance ducks Devin so Devin doesn't make history, becoming undisputed at 47. He literally said that. He literally said that. Literally said that. I don't watch a nigga. Someone sent me the clip. I said, man, this is ridiculous, bro. At this point, it's not boxing. It's not. It's not. You know what was boxing for me? When it was AJ and Deontay, and we was one fight from undisputed. Let's get it. One face, one name. These motherfuckers fought harder not to make that fight. And I said, this is a heavyweight division, man. Somebody need to get this done before, you know, the inevitable happens. And what happened? The inevitable. When it came down to Fury and Usyk, 1, 2, 3. See that? And who got it done? Turkey. Oh, Turkey's bad for boxing. Maybe. Oh, the Muhammad Ali Act, if Dana White gets in charge. Maybe. But you know what? All you knuckle draggers, y'all have yourselves to thank. Because I remember trying to get Wilder and AJ done, and all those cats in the UK was like, no, he doesn't sell enough. He can't sell out Alabama. All right. One face, one name. Who cares? To this day. Here come AJ. Yeah, to this day. To this day. Yeah, all right, dude. Now you're making $92 million versus Jake Paul. They tax you 43. You go to your home country of Nigeria, and they try to smoke you in a goddamn car accident. And I do think that shit was rigged, but I'm going to mind my business. Motherfuckers. When you were supposed to break bread with your brother. Don't ever in your life question my blackness. I see shit for what it is. Dummies. I'm so sick of y'all. I swear to God, man. Selective outrage. Bud and Devin aren't the only snack fighters. Shakur's a snack fighter. Caleb Plant's a snack fighter. David Benavidez is a snack fighter. Clarissa. Selective outrage. When anybody brings up Snack and Conti on a negative light, always bring up Dr. Usman. Go to your Google, screenshot anything on them, and keep it in your phone if you forget his name. Pull up articles and save them. They spoken about this guy. Not 1 minute of jail time. And none of the goddamn fighters have blamed him. It's all been his fault. He's also talked about how to beat drug tests. Shout out to Virgil Ortiz, snack. Shout out to Jesse Bam Rodriguez, snack. Shout out to Mario Barrio, snack. Man. Okay. Gym time. Get your fat asses to the gym. Hey, haters, you can't grow up. The least you can do is limit your carbohydrate intake, get some cardio in, and get your shit in shape. Y'all know how much weight the general lost? He's on it. And I need everybody to move. That's a way of life. Because if you don't move, it could cost you your goddamn life. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. We ain't playing this year. We're truth tellers. We're going to point everything out. Pep talk tonight. I got a lot to say. I think the general's on. Let's head over there. Ross on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.